I feel like if you guys don't go ahead and win the league, I feel it's the worst team to ever compete or chase for the title in the history of the Premier League. Premier League was founded in 1992.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Soccer Takes with AK with Five Aside.
Yes, yeah,
Welcome
yeah,
guys,
yeah,
this is our
Dave.
game weekend preview
Yes.
of the Premier League.
Man, it's giving a national break for me, man. It's like we've not played a game in like 5 months, man. Like this 1 week was so long. Like it's giving 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. Like the players went for like
I wish I
Dubai
could
break.
say the same.
I know your own is different too.
I wish I could say the same. Honestly, I wish we went to Dubai. I'm not even sure why we played that one-off game on Wednesday, because right now
Instead of
at
one
this
of
point it
you.
feels like a waste. Yeah, I'm not even sure why we played that extra game. At this point, I was wishing we took this week off, cleared our heads after Brentford instead of going straight into another game at this
Afterwards.
point, man. We needed a break. No, after Brentford, I wish we took a break instead of playing
Oh,
goals.
okay, okay,
I
okay,
don't
okay,
like how
okay.
we, because at this point, yeah, because it just feels like a useless 2 point lost. Basically, that extra game is now an opportunity for City to now have one over us at this point.
Definitely, bro. And
But we
I
still have to
know
play
City
them.
will capitalize on this. That one is fast. But I mean, I think you've answered my first question. I need to ask you how you're feeling, but I think with your facial expression already and your countenance, this is not the real five aside we used to. This AI. But yeah, man,
Like
another big game,
honestly,
bro.
don't worry. If we win, if we beat Spurs, if we beat Spurs and somehow City manages to drop points at Newcastle, I'll tell guys that this was AI. This is not real me.
Man. So how are you?
No,
What's your take on the game, bro? Tottenham Arsenal. How you feeling for the game? Like, what's the vibe like?
honestly, after what I witnessed against Wolves, after that debacle of a second half against Wolves, I cannot claim to feel any ounce of confidence. In fact, the confidence I have right now, I feel like is one I've just forced myself to basically it's a forced confidence at this point because
You
that
got to
second
take
half
up
against
post
Wolves
confidence.
basically brought back a lot of trauma. Like that second half was an Arsenal I had hoped not to like I had long forgotten. And Arsenal I was hoping was a thing of the past. Having two goals and basically buckling and like capitulating in the second half. Two goals down to a very terrible team. Two goals up against a very terrible team. Somehow the game managed to finish 2-2. Like against Spurs is a team I would normally be very confident. I
Hmm.
would normally be very confident that would go to their stadium and dominate and beat them. Maybe not dominate, but beat them. We usually win them. But if we cannot beat Wolves of this season, I mean that means anybody could anybody see we could make any team play well and still not get 3 points at this point
Hmm.
because it seems like we've currently developed a very bad habit. That's the inability to close out games. I've seen that multiple times already this season. Brentford, Wolves, Sunderland. I've seen that multiple times already. It's like this year alone. We've considered 8 goals already. This entire season we've considered 18 goals. This year alone, we've considered 8. So that's our famed defense. The defense that has taken us top of the Premier League, top of the Champions League. It looks like it's no more. We've considered 8 goals out of our 18 this year alone. Like what is happening, my guys? What is
You
happening? I
know,
know some of our five-a-side guys are talking about that our attack, this and that. But come on. We are still scored second most goals in the league. We are still beating Wolves 2-0, and we could not close out. Like we've conceded 8 goals already this year. This and we have a very good defense based on stats, everything, but it doesn't look that way anymore. Like because if it was just based on paper, based on tactics, based on football, we are supposed to be Tottenham. But will our current soft underbelly allow us? Because it looks like the boys are getting very nervous. The nerves seem to have caught up with them. Like when it's something mental, I can no more predict. What
true
am I
that.
supposed to? I'm not because I don't. Yeah, if it's I can't depend on you if I can't trust that you have the cojones to do what you need to do. Because it's not a. We have depth, we have players, we have many players, but they don't look confident. They don't look confident. God, it's
I,
crazy. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, I feel you though, but I mean, based on what the five aside guys have been talking about, I mean Sam, and him talking about their performances, have been showing that this results will come against Wolves. You know, we've been trying to tell you guys, and disclaimer out here, man, nobody hates, we don't hate us now, bro. We just hate some of the delusional fans at Arsenal. You understand? Some delusional Arsenal fans are just ones that are actually just like, you guys should come off it, man. I just feel like if they should study, I think like Arsenal should be a good life course to human beings about the word hope. Because Arsenal fans are the kings of hope, man. Like you guys are just delusional and just hopeless romantic kind of fans, man. Like, and it's not like no one is saying you can't win it. Yes, you can win it. Leicester have done it. You know what I'm saying, but there's just some certain traits that we see and we pick. I'm like, yeah, nah, you guys just don't have it. And I feel like in times like this, you have to pick out the team's vulnerabilities. And in as much you take pride in your defense, you have a wonderful midfield in Zubi and Rice. I think the question is the attack. Gyökeres himself, and is he like Arsenal type of striker? If you think about it, from the days of the Ian Wright, Beckham, Thierry Henry, and even Wiltord, Anelka, this other guy, Abumayang, Alexis Sanchez. These are ball playing strikers, and then you come out to get a proper old school traditional, number 9 in the form of Gyökeres. Does it fit and suit, you know, Arsenal idea of football in terms of attack? That's a question mark there. And like they always tell you, man, numbers don't lie. So that's I'm just pointing that out there. You understand? And also, when you talk about team mentality, like you just pointed out here, I've seen it whereby I just feel like if Arsenal had like a leader in that team, like like when you guys had this guy before, which I know like is questionable or arguable, but a winner like Giorgio, that's won trophies, good trophies. These are times that you need someone like a winning leader in that team now to to psych up the team's mentality. You understand? And if you look at that squad, is I think you guys have found one thing when it comes to that leadership mentality in times like this. You understand? 'Cause I feel like if you guys don't go ahead and win the league, I feel it's the worst team to ever compete or chase for the title in the history of the Premier League. The Premier League was founded in 1992, and when you look at teams that have gone on to win this league, like you look at the Chelsea's, the United, Liverpool, Man City, and there's one thing they always have, apart from City, but if there's one thing they always have, and recently, I even call City, they always have that's one pivot top striker. You understand? We had Henry, we had Drogba. At the point, we even
Yeah.
had Costa. Even
That's it.
at Costa, City went, even though City they were playing with auxiliary attackers at the point, they see went to go and get the Haaland. You understand? So it's just a whole lot of questions that is surrounding this Arsenal team right now. But if there's anybody that Arsenal want to play after that performance, is Tottenham, because I feel like Tottenham is the home away from home for Arsenal. No matter the form or deep in form that Arsenal is having, they always go there and do the business against Tottenham. But the caveat to this is the new manager bounce. Even though Tottenham right now they are just waking up, injury woes. But the new manager bounce could also play a factor for Tottenham. So my question to you is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel that? Do you think on a scale of 1 to 10 that you can go to is it White Hart Lane that is the stadium now? You can go there and get the 3 points.
Yeah, like the new stadium. Yeah, I think it's Tottenham Hotspur Stadium or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's no more
White Hart Lane, yeah.
there's no more White Hart Lane.
Okay.
I want to respond to a few things. In as much as we've not played is yeah, we're not the perfect team, but I don't think anybody can argue that at times this season we have been the best team in Europe, not just the Premier League. A lot of conversations have circled our attack, but the same attack had scored the most goals in Europe, in the Champions League. Have
Mm-hmm.
scored the second most goals in the Premier League. And a lot of
You guys,
games that we've
you
drawn
guys are
points this
always
season, we were
you guys are
leading
always good
with
when it
goals.
comes to this kind of stats. Do you know that? I
No,
think I also heard that
no,
Arsenal have
I'm
scored.
saying no, this
Hold up, I heard that Arsenal have scored more goals than Chelsea in the Champions League. And Chelsea have won 2 Champions League. So you guys are good with this stats and numbers. So keep going. I'm hearing you.
no. But a lot of people were criticizing our attack with stats,
Yeah.
but they ignored the actual stats. They will say like, XG this, XG that. It's funny because back in the past, with the Arsenal Wenger time, all those Arsenal previous Arsenal versions, we're always leading in XG. You get me right?
Yeah.
We always do well in XG, created chances, blah 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 blah. But we are never scoring that
Mm-hmm.
many goals. But isn't it funny how things have kind of flipped? This current Arsenal team under Arteta, it seems that we've thrown away all the XG, field tilt, created chances, blah 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 blah. We've become more effective. We just score goals and we win games. We've become more focused on those winning games as opposed to playing beautiful football and dominating like other Arsenal used to do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's as if we are damned if we do, damned if we don't. When we are focusing on beautiful football, attacking and scoring plenty goals with all the Aubameyang you mentioned, Sanchez and co, we don't win anything. So now we've now focused on efficiency, actually scoring goals. This is funny. They call Arteta haram this, haram that, but his teams have outscored any Arsenal team in Arsenal's history. Is that not crazy? Even the ones that won. So that's why this conversation is always very, very interesting to me. This season, yes, we've not played swashbuckling football. All our players are scoring 5 goals here, 6 goals here. There's no one person scoring all the goals. Everybody expected Gyökeres to dominate in goals, but he hasn't. But Arteta has found a way to share the goals around.
When
So
you
we've
say
still
found,
scored
you
a
mean
lot
like
of
set
goals.
piece?
Most in Champions League. Yeah, with set pieces and everything. Yeah, which is what they used to use to defeat us now back in the days. We are always known to be victims of set piece, but now we're not the ones scoring set pieces, and but it's not like we've scored set pieces in every game. I think Chelsea and Maya scored as much as us, or even more in
Fair,
set
fair,
pieces
fair.
anyway. But we still scored a lot of goals. I agree that the attack can be better, but the attacks are still been good enough in many games this season. We've still outscored most of our opponents. In the Wolves game, I think our attack could have been better. But guy, my nigga, we had we had 2 goals ahead, and we cannot defend against the worst team. I can't accept that we can't defend against Wolves. That's ridiculous to me. But I'm going to give our defense this because they've done very, very incredibly well this season, but they've not been good this year. We have to call that out. This year, our defense has been piss poor. Even that stats that they talked about Raya having the least goals, the most goals from the least XG. That's
Yeah.
crazy. And also, bro, how can we are still in February? We have already considered 8 goals, and we're talking about Chelsea record back in the days. Our defense has been bad this year.
That was
That's
a
just the
joke
fact,
now. That
and
was a
that's part
joke
of the reason.
already.
And
That's a
that's why we're
joke.
struggling.
That's a
Yeah,
joke.
this year, like we considered 8 goals in just like very few games. That's bad. It's not. There's no hide it. Raya and all of them have been culpable. Timber has been atrocious this year. He needs to rest, and all of this ends in Ateta's doorstep. It's his fault.
So the
There's
game
no hiding
against
it.
the
If you
game
lose,
against the game against Tottenham, man. Let me cut you real quick. The game
how
against
confident
Tottenham.
am I?
No,
How
that's not
confident
my
am I?
question. Not how confident you are. My question is okay. We could add it to the question actually.
Mhm.
Where do you see your strength in the game against Tottenham? I've highlighted the attack. You've pinpointed the defense
See,
against Wolves. Pretty much, I think the answer is in our face at this point. What's the strength you think Arsenal will have against Tottenham?
see, everything everything we are strong at in the first half of the season, we are no lo- we've lost it. We don't. We are still not good in attack. But I like that we are still scoring. Let's be honest. This year we'll be scoring goals. We are still scoring. That's pretty much the attack has not changed. It's been the same. The midfield, Rice has been the only person in that midfield for the past 6 games. Zubimendi needs to get back to what he's good at. We've lost. I talked about defense, but something else we've lost is that midfield domination. We have been struggling in midfield. Let's put it out there. Our midfield has been weak this year. We've not been able to control games. Wolves were able to impose their game against us in the second half. That is unbelievable. That's disastrous. Rice was just running around like headless chicken. We need to get back. We need to get back to controlling games like we used to. The game needs to be played at our terms. If you, I cannot think about a champion besides Leicester. Most champions control their games. Like we are not
Leicester
doing that
played
anymore.
that game so when they had drink water and Kante,
Yeah, they
they played.
did in a different way. In a different way, like
Yeah,
through like counter and everything. But
yeah.
Arsenal needs to do the Arsenal way. We need to control the midfield. We need to control the games. You get
Hmm.
like our defense needs to get back to that level. Because I'll be honest with you, if our defense is our super. That was what we're best at. If we are struggling as we are now, we're not going to win anything.
No, I think I
It's
think I think that's the grand scheme of things. I'm focused more on the game against Tottenham.
Yeah. You see, if our defense keeps struggling the way it is, we don't have Hurricane in attack. Let's be honest. We don't have Mbappe. If our defense keeps struggling as it is, we ain't winning shit. We're not winning anything. That's the truth.
So that
All
means
these
that,
guys
that
will
means
pipe
if
us.
that means if your
We
defense is not turned on Sunday, that Tottenham game you will lose it.
But the reason our defense is very, very good is also our midfield. That's what I'm saying. Like, so if we're not solid in midfield as we were in the first half of the season, our defense will struggle. So
Fair.
the
That's
midfield
one.
and defense needs to get back to the level they were at. Because it's not like Saka has been balling anyway, but we've been winning 2-0, 2-0, 3-0. We've been winning games effectively before this year. So we need to get back to that level.
I think I
At
like
this
I
point,
like
I've
that.
almost lost hope in Gyökeres and co. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe my Gyökeres might surprise us at the end of the season. I need Havertz to come back. I think Havertz is the key to our attack, which is crazy. I think I need him to come back. Because if Havertz come back, that's like a new signing because he's barely played this season. But the 2-3 games he played, he was very good. So but he can take our attack to a new level. But
Fair,
yeah,
fair.
so
If if
and our
if you
midfield
are
too.
if you
So
are
that's
Arteta right
that's
now,
really Tottenham.
if you are
Mhm.
Arteta right now, right, what do you think you need to tweak or change to bring back your team back to winning ways and
I'll
winning?
put Eze.
You put Eze as a what?
I need Eze. I need Eze as a left winger. I think Trossard has been great this season, but he's going through. It seems like he's going through a deep right now. And I'll bring Ben White. I'll bring Ben White back into the team as right back. Timber needs a rest. Unfortunately, we don't have any. We have Norgard, but I
You
will,
guys
I will
not
still
even
start
playing that.
Rice. I will still start Rice and Zubi Mendy if they are.
It's
Huh?
crazy. So why you guys not playing that Nogard guy, man? Like it
What'd
was
you
a
say?
why you guys not playing the
He
Nogard of
played
the
in
guys?
the
I mean EPL
he played in
games.
the FA Cup. Was really good.
I mean I understand. I mean
I
Rice and
mean,
Zubi are very good this season. Doesn't feel like it's
Rice
time.
Rice and Zubi
I
Mendy.
mean, I feel like at this point in time, I think it's time for like a tactical formation change at this point. Like, the first half against Wolves, you guys played Saka as a 10, and you saw the dividends out of that. Like, I feel like,
But we,
now go, you were saying something.
oh, okay. I said, yeah. I mean, that's not in terms of changing the tactics completely. They might be tough to do in the sense that the players we have, let's not forget we have a lot of injuries. He used to try things with Merino, Havertz, when they were fit, Odegaard,
You
but
have just, let me
now,
say, pretty much just three, if I'm correct. Odegaard, he had a knock after the Wolves game. Marino, Kai Havertz,
yeah,
I mean,
Odegaard
no
is
man
out.
likes this guy.
Havertz, except he plays with two strikers. I don't really trust that. If it was two strikers, Havertz and Gyökeres, okay, but Havertz is injured. So the players are available are pretty much the players he plays now.
Yeah.
Except like okay, Norgard can play, but I wouldn't start Norgard over Norgard would have should have played against Wolves. That's where I feel that's a game where I thought he would play, like against Wolves.
Hmm.
But Wolves turned out to be a tougher task than expected. And anyway, yeah, I'll play as a left wing. I'll play Rice and Zubi if they are fit. If they're not fit, they can play Rice and Norgard. And I think, bro, if Odegaard is fit, it might be time for him to come back. We need our captain, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm among the last Arsenal fan who trusts that Odegaard can still do something. I think that control part in our midfield. I think he's the one that represented that back in the days, like at our best. The best version of Arsenal I've seen always had Odegaard in that midfield under Arteta. So, and we've not nobody else has shown us a similar level yet. But unfortunately, he's been out of form. But he has a knock now, so I guess we might have to see Saka at a 10 again, and then Madueke. So,
I
but
think, I
but
think,
still, no matter who we play, we should be good enough to beat Tottenham. I don't really care, honestly. No matter
I
who we
mean,
play, we
fair
should be, we
enough.
should, we should be good enough to beat Tottenham.
I mean, fair enough. Like, after the game against Wolves, man, I think the only player that I was looking at him, I'm like, okay, this guy still has that character. Is Rice, like, I could, but from the other players, their demeanor, their countenance, it was just giving like, yeah, man, it's same old story again, same old Netflix season again. Wait for another season, But I think only Rice had
Yes,
that
that's what
character.
I'm
But
saying.
and then Man City is playing
Guy,
tomorrow.
you don't understand,
If City should win tomorrow,
bro.
right?
You don't.
That's added build up pressure, and
Yeah.
I'm just bringing out like speculative facts here. If there's a world where City wins tomorrow, and they'll still close out the gap with the game in hand.
City will win tomorrow. What do you mean there's a world? You
I'm
said
just
there's a
like
world.
I'm just like
Newcastle
don't
has
you
not.
think that will play a factor against this Arsenal and this set of players that we're seeing now, bro? Against a Tottenham team,
My
against a
brother.
Tottenham team that is pretty much fighting for relegation, you know. And again, let's not
Did you
forget
see these
new
guys
manager
against
bounce too.
guy? Did you not see these guys against Wolves? City did not play that weekend, but they still felt pressure. No matter what happens with Newcastle versus Man City, Arsenal, based on that second half performance, they look like that pressure is really eating into them.
Yeah.
So trust me, at this point, Newcastle, we need to focus on ourselves. I'm pretty sure none of them watched that match. That Man City versus Newcastle does not matter. Arsenal is already feeling the pressure. Let me just tell you that right now. They are already feeling the pressure, regardless of what happens right now. They are feeling the pressure. So anyway, in terms of Man City and Newcastle, Newcastle has not beaten Man City in Etihad in like 16, 19, 12 games or 12 games. I'm not even sure, but it's been a long time. Maybe like 2014, they've not beaten. Man City. They've not even drawn Man City in their stadium. So that is pretty much to me, based on history, is a straightforward win for Man City.
Let's
So
stick to
all
Arsenal.
the
So I
boys need
mean,
to do.
fair. I mean, personally, I just feel like
Yeah.
the game against Tottenham with the factors I've put out there, I just still feel like
Mhm.
Tottenham, they have like I think over 12 or 11 first team players injured. From okay, Romero is suspended, Udoji is injured, Pedro Porro is injured, Kulisevsky is injured, Madison injured, Bentancur injured, Kudus injured, Richarlison injured, Odegaard just recently got injured, so Ben Davies injured. Like these are full first team squad players, and I feel like that would take a toll on them. And
Yeah.
I don't know much about Igor Tudor's pedigree. The only thing I know about the man is that I know he played with Conte in that Juventus time when they were playing together. That's all I know about the man. I don't know his pedigree as a coach. We should do more digging on that. But I just feel like I mean, I see you guys having an edge just to win that game because it's Tottenham, and they just have a way of just being Spursy. But I think it'll be a good game to watch. It'll be a good game for a neutral like me. I mean, obviously, the hate watching me wants Spurs to win, but I just feel like if you want to talk football, I just think Arsenal will just find a way to win. If you guys don't win that game against Tottenham, they might as well just call the season a wrap at this point. You understand? But that's just my own take on it, though. What's your score prediction like?
Honestly, I'm struggling between my Arsenal my Arsenal side that is currently very very sad, and I'm almost leaning towards that defeatist mindset that is pervading the entire Arsenal fan base right now. A mindset that I have criticized, and I feel like the players have taken on as well. That defeatist mindset, I hate it so much. But the objective side of me, there's a game I would always predict, even if I'm not an Arsenal fan, Arsenal to win. Arsenal versus Tottenham. But I won't lie, just because of what I watched against Wolves, I just hope the Arsenal players are not like currently drowning under the pressure. But anyway, that's why you have a manager. Arteta is supposed to fix that. So
Well,
once
I
again,
know the
I'll
pressure is
predict.
there. I know the
Yeah,
pressure is there,
just
and the pressure will be a factor. I feel like the pressure will affect the gameplay itself, but I just feel like
yeah,
Arsenal will find a way to win. I'm predicting 2-1. That's my prediction for the game. I think Arsenal will find a way to win
yeah.
that
But
game.
that's how I felt. That's how I felt against Wolves. I didn't see a world where Wolves will end up drawing 2-2 against Arsenal at this point of the season. And
I don't know.
like
I don't
how
see.
if you watch the first half, guy, Wolves Wolves looked hopeless in that game. Eh. That game, it looked like SS3 was playing against JS1 in the first half, Arsenal versus Wolves. But see how the match ended up. See how the match ended up. So anything can happen. But I'll predict this football is Premier League. I'll predict 2-1 Arsenal to win.
Yeah, 2-1, 2-1, same here too. So yeah,
That's
you have a goal scorers in mind.
uh I'll Gyökeres to score one. It's high
Because
time. It's been a while.
I mean, Tottenham
Gyökeres
have
to
a good
score one.
defense actually. They have a piece poor defense.
Martinelli will score. Every
Yeah.
time
I mean, they have
Martinelli has a disaster class, at some point he ends up scoring.
Yeah, Tottenham they have a piss poor defense. They don't even do well at home. They have a very bad home game. I think Arsenal have a very good away this season. They very apart from Wolves, but they have a very good away starts. So I think I just see Arsenal winning this game 2-1. Um, is if Eze play, let it all work out. Let it all work out. My child will work out with the goal again. Let's see. So I think Eze will play that game because you guys, since Odegaard is kind of looking shaky, I think Eze will have to play to redeem himself again. He likes to
Mhm.
play, he has that historical edge against Tottenham.
But
He's signing an
Tottenham,
edge.
Tottenham drew with City recently 2-2, so let's not write them off.
I mean, let's not write them up, but they don't do well at home. That's a fact. they don't do well at home, and the new manager in question is I don't know you. I can't speak for you. And there's no. If you look at this Tottenham team, there's no really incentive driving them. They won't relegate. That's a fact because of how no matter how bad their squad is, the squad is that bad enough. They won't relegate. That's a fact also. Secondly, like I just feel like if you
Yeah.
look at because if
But
you
you
look at
know,
most of the teams are just give me a second. Most of the teams in the top five, top six, most of the players are playing towards something. England call up, national team call up. Most of these Tottenham team players, they know they won't get the call up. Literally. You understand? So there's no much
okay, but
incentive for them.
but is that not why they're dangerous? Because if you're not playing for anything, you're playing without pressure. You
True
just play to
that.
enjoy your ball.
Yeah, yeah,
Unlike
yeah,
playing against people that have
yeah, yeah. It should be a good game though. So
Wolves
for
were
me,
not
I'll just
playing anything.
it's be a good game. But I'm just saying 2-1. I'm saying 2-1 to Arsenal, man. Let's if you can
Yeah,
move on
same
if you
here.
want.
Let's move on. You want for Man City versus Newcastle?
Yes, sir.
Like I said earlier, I mean, history would suggest that this is a game Man City should completely destroy Newcastle. If Newcastle have taken a lot of drubbings in that stadium in the recent history, so they've been 5-0. There's been like 3-0. There's been a lot. That's always a like a scary place for them to visit for whatever reason. A lot of those games that they destroyed them, it's not that they played badly. Just City just has their number in Etihad Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
It's been like that for a while. So I don't know. Like that's not a game where I'm really putting my hopes on that. Things can work out for us. But who knows? Newcastle just played really, really well in their last game.
Mm-hmm.
Was it against Karabag?
That's
It's
Carabao,
Karabag.
yeah.
Honestly, Karabag was so bad that at this point, I feel like if Karabag was in Premier League, Wolves might be ahead of them. But, but yeah, like I mean, hope they'll. I guess they'll be confident, but hopefully they don't look at their head-to-head record because I need them to be confident against City. But yeah, I mean, I can only hope. It says hope that kills, but honestly, if I can't hope, I might as well be dead. In this life, you have to always you have to be positive all the time. So I do. Honestly, I might not watch the game honestly, but I'll just be looking at the score.
You must watch the
I'll probably still
game.
watch the game. I
Well,
know.
I know I
I'll,
won't
I'll
let
probably
you
still
rest.
watch the game.
You must watch the game.
I,
I will wake you up.
I, watch the
Nah, but I
game.
mean
Because even
this
the Carabao game, Anthony Gordon was just fighting for chances, fighting for this, fighting for that.
yeah.
I don't know. Honestly,
I
City
mean
will win
this
that game. Mm.
this City Newcastle game. I mean you hit the nail on the head when you brought the historical antecedents, the historical build up, into the game. I just feel like this City have done like what they always do. They figure out where they need quick fix and quick solution, and they get it. Semenyo and Gay in that team has just solidified the team the more. Ryan Cheki is this. I think he has created 14 big chances in this season. The second in the competition. Haaland is not having a good year, but you see the highest goal scoring striker in the league, 22 goals. You understand? So, and Semenyo has been fired. I think he has scored is it five and six, if I'm correct. He has been firing, scoring for them. And Newcastle, apart from Karabakh, obviously, no disrespect to Karabakh, but I mean, literally, they should beat Karabakh. Forget what Chelsea did, but they should beat Karabakh. You understand? And I just feel like this. I'm happy that Sam pointed out this thing, man. This thing that Eddie Howe is doing, not playing Watamada, playing Gordon as a nine, and then when he plays Watamada, he plays Watamada as like an 8 or 10 or whatever. I feel like that might just backfire Eddie Howe if he doesn't fix it. You understand? And they are going against a City team that ravaging dogs or wolves at this point. They want to smell it, they will not stop. So I just feel like this is a City win, like a proper City 3-0 win. get the job done onto the next one kind of game. You understand? Like they look focused, they look sharp. You know that like who did they play in that last? I know they won that last game. You understand? They look this Pep City team. They look sharp. They look ready and they look ready for it, man. Newcastle have not been doing the business for me lately. You know they've been found wanting in even in performance. You know even not even first put result aside, even in perform apart from Karabag, even in performance in the league they've been found wanting. You know we have not seen the best of Tonali this season. Grimares have been having is he injured? Let me double check. Yes, injured. So they actually missed Grimares in that midfield. You know, Tonali Jolinton, they really missed Grimares in that midfield. So I just feel like that would just that would just give City another edge again to just spur on and just win that game on tomorrow. If you ask me, I'm seeing easy is a stretch, but I see them win that game. Not maybe not comfortably, but effectively. They will win that game tomorrow. That's what me I think though.
That's fair. Anyway, I mean, I expect them to win. Arsenal just need to focus on themselves and do their business. City will do some business, even though I don't think they're still gonna drop points from now to the end of the season. But I just don't think it's at Newcastle. I don't think it's at Newcastle. But
No,
yeah,
I don't see that.
what about yeah, we both said 3-0, 3-0 prediction for this
Yeah,
game.
I
So
mean, I think
we've been
I
we're on
think
the same
Alan
page for
I
the
think
first
Alan
two
will score in
games.
this game.
Yeah,
So
I see Haaland scoring.
put
He
him in
needs to.
your FPL.
He's yeah, I think he'll score. Yeah, I mean, who knows? I want to be wrong. This is one game I want to be wrong in. But um, the our next game, Chelsea Burnley, straightforward
Yes, yes,
victory.
yeah. Activities. I mean, quick updates about. I think we got a new finally we got a new home the shirt sponsor today. I think is it IFW or FWI? I think it's IFW. You have to check again, but yeah, or is
Is
it
that gonna
IFI?
is that gonna be on the shirt tomorrow?
Yeah, because yeah, I think it's yeah, because the club announced it, so definitely to be in the shirt tomorrow. You know, we got a new shirt sponsor
Are you gonna buy
this season. Yeah, I know anytime you get sponsors
Are
like
you gonna
that, you
buy
always
a jersey?
huh? Will
Are
I
you
buy
gonna
the
buy a new
jersey?
jersey to replace the one you're
Nah,
wearing?
I'm not gonna buy the jersey. I'm
Yeah,
gonna wait till after the season because if I'm going to sponsor earlier, I will get it. But the season is pretty much February, April.
if you can just write, you can just write,
Huh?
you can just write it on the shirt. You can just write it on your current shirt. Just write them.
Nah, man.
But yeah,
But
so
this game tomorrow against Burnley, man. My fear is giving international break, and anytime we have this kind of long gap, we don't always do well, you know. And we're playing at home again. As it doesn't sound cool. We've dropped more points from winning positions than any team at home this season. That's crazy. And I know Burnley they pretty much. I think they must have checked out. So they're going to relegate this season. I see them relegating, and I don't want to play this kind of relegating team. I have nothing to lose. Also, you understand. But the good thing about it is, um, the players are refreshed. The players are relaxed. I saw the training clip. The players look happy. They look calm, and so I feel like if I'm playing at home, no traveling, um, jet lag stress here or there, you know, I just hope the players are refreshed in a positive way, quote unquote. I just hope the hookah that Pedro was smoking that day at Dubai will not affect him. I just hope the beautiful things that they were carrying in Dubai will not affect them. I hope Palmer is back at his form, and that means will not affect him. Lavia is back also. Lavia is back and fit. He played under 21 game, I think, yesterday. So Lavia is back and fit. I think we have fit players. I think our players are pretty much fit, apart from the regular Corville, Cucurella, and Gittins. But the other ones are pretty much fit and good to go. You understand? And this Burnley team, man. There's that thing I know about Scott Parker. It doesn't pack the bus. So he's gonna come out and play. He's a very daring and bold manager. Even though he plays 3-4-3, that 3-4-3 is whining you. He's coming out to play. That was not about Scott Parker, man. They have a decent team. Ugo Chukwu is there. Hannibal, that Tunisian guy is there, but nah, but we should win this one comfortably, man. Nothing less than 4-0, and that's me being fair, if you ask me. To be a comfortable one, a quick one, pretty much. And I love the way we've been
Okay.
able to play with Santos and Caicedo, and then playing Fernandez on that left has just been very, very wonderful. And I think now that Cucurella is injured, this is a good time for Hato to really show himself and impose himself in the team and like a good deputy. You understand? Like this is where we found out the likes of Aspeculator back in the days. You know, Aspeculator was coming in when the players were injured, and he could play right and left. So anytime Ivanovic or Ashlikol is not fit to play, Haspi comes down, then he does his thing and he gives a good performance. So this is a good time for Hato to really impose himself and play good football for Chelsea fans and win the hearts of Chelsea fans. If I remember also, this is why Chelsea fans fell in love with Obi Mikel. We had games whereby our midfielders were like maybe one was injured or suspended, and then Mikel just slots himself in and does a very good job. So I just feel like it's a good team. It's a good team to test Hato if he's ready for the run of games coming ahead. Because after Burnley, we have games that will test the team. We have Arsenal, we have City, we have Aston Villa, Everton, Newcastle. We have games that are really key games. So I feel like it's a good game for Hato to to send a message to the fans that listen, I can also play in this team. So but apart from that, I see us having a comfortable win against Burnley.
Okay. Yeah, I don't disagree at all with any of your points. I know, yeah, there's that small risk of facing a team that their fates have pretty much been sealed already. Yeah, so they're probably not playing with that much pressure. Chelsea still has to contend with the possibility of not qualifying for the Champions League. So Chelsea are the team playing with more pressure right now. I mean, I guess mathematically they've not yet relegated, so I guess they still have something to play for as well. So
Fair
either way,
enough.
it could be a sleepy game to an extent, but with the level of talent difference between both sides, this is a game I see Chelsea winning easily. That should have been what happened against Wolves. Honestly, that Arsenal Wolves, I think, is an anomaly. If Chelsea were in Arsenal's position, I don't, I think you guys would have won that game. 9 times out of 10, I think Arsenal wins that game. It was just crazy. So I know the relegation teams are dangerous, but nah, I don't see. I'll be very surprised if somehow
I think
one ends up beating
I
Chelsea. It
think
can happen.
it will not happen. It cannot happen. Relax. Let your trauma affect you personally. Come on.
No,
Don't put it.
I'm, I'm
Don't
just
bring that
saying
energy
it's
over
Premier
here.
League. It's Premier League. Anything can happen. But yes, I expect Chelsea to win the game easily.
Nah. We should bring that.
So
I think it's a game that will build our XG tomorrow. That will build Palmer's XG. That will
mhm.
build Pedro's numbers. You understand? Estabal should play
Mhm.
that game tomorrow also. He has had a good 1 week rest. I see us win that game comfortably, if you ask me. Comfortable win. Funny. That's
Yeah,
maybe
I'll
funny.
say I'll say 3-1, 3-1 Chelsea.
3-1? Okay.
3-1, yeah.
Fair. I'll take it. I don't mind. I want to win. I want to get my 3
Okay,
points
so
early.
I know Liverpool is playing against Forest, right? I believe.
Yes.
Liverpool is against Forest. I think Liverpool wins that game. I think Liverpool wins that game.
Nottingham
I
Forest against
I
Liverpool and they're
expect
going
them
to
to.
Forest Stadium.
I know, but I think that's the game that might be the turning point for Liverpool to end the season strongly. I know they have some nightmares, recent nightmares facing Forest, but I think they've been, like I said in the last podcast, I think Liverpool, performance wise, I've seen an upturn, an uptick in their performances recently. So I think at some point the results will start, turning around. And I expect it to start. I wanted to start against Man City, but I guess it might start against Forest.
I
Yeah,
think the good thing
I think
for
they'll win that game.
I think the good thing for Liverpool, even though it's good and bad at the same time, is that
Mhm.
Isak is back now. He's no longer confirmed injured. He's training with the players now. I think he's having grass, like
Mhm.
they call it grass training. So that's
Yeah.
less body in the medical room for Liverpool. Is Zoboslai still suspended?
Mhm.
Oh, it's a big miss, big miss, big miss.
Um, that would be a big miss if he's suspended. Let me check if
It's
he's still
yeah, yeah,
suspended.
yeah. If it's still suspended, that's a big miss. If it's still suspended, but
No, he's playing.
he's
He should
playing.
play. No, he's not. Yeah, he's not suspended. I think he's fit. At
He's
least on according to Premier League website.
okay.
Yeah,
Well, if he's playing, that's a
he's
that's a
not.
boost for them
Yeah.
because I know Van Dijk was speaking highly of him during the week, talking saying that he's a future captain for Liverpool. You understand? So, and we all know
Mhm.
superstar qualities, man. With the ball, without the ball, is a proper top footballer. So, I think the question is
He's
for
been
me
having a good season.
a very good season. Yeah, I think the question for me is going to that Forest team that is currently now we can fairly say that in relegation battle also. You understand? And it will be a huge test for them. I cannot come out and emphatically say, oh, they are going to go there and win comfortably. I will not say that because I told you guys during the pod, I'm like, listen, if there's any team that I will not because of that quality will not repeat is Forest. They have quality players. So this is what they did against Fenerbahce during the week. You understand? I mean, not disrespecting Fenerbahce, but they are still a quality European team. They went down there and took care of business. You understand? So I just feel like to be a competitive one for Liverpool because even if they played well against City and they had a good game against Brighton, the FA Cup game, they won comfortably 3-0. I still don't feel convinced about Liverpool. You understand? If they should go down to Forest and pick a good win, that would be a good one for them. That would be a better 3 points win than the City one. You understand? Because this Forest team, they have quality players and they're playing against like I said, quote unquote relegation battle Forest. So it will be a tough one for them though. But just because of the like I said, the talent wise, compare and contrast, I'll just see them edging a 2-1 win for me.
I think Liverpool almost not like Arsenal, a different one, but I think they are quite frail mentally. If they concede, that's when I'll be scared for them. They don't sometimes seem to struggle to respond when the other team scores on them. I think there's some mental fragility going on there. But if they score and go ahead and maybe score 2 goals, I see them easily win that game 3-0. But if Forest kind of responds, I see Liverpool struggling a bit. But they are like I said earlier, I think they are getting back some level of confidence in recent week. So I'll give them 2-0. I'll give them 2-0. I'll
I
still give them
mean,
2-0. If they
I think the only
I see
reason
they
why
score
the only
and
reason why I'm the only reason why I'm tipping Forest to win is
wait,
just
I
because
still
of
have Forest. I have Forest negative. So I have to maintain the energy. I know I have Forest negating as well.
I think
But that's my agenda.
the reason why I'm tipping Liverpool to win is because of the amount of
Mhm.
managers that Forest have changed over time. It will be their biggest downfall this season. They won't relegate, but they'll have a very bad season. You understand? I
This is
know
bad.
there's the school of thought of new manager bounce, Victor Pereira, and I don't rate that guy highly. The Pereira guy because we saw what he did with Wolves. He didn't really do it. He didn't do his thing properly when he was handling Wolves. You understand? But
Yeah.
based on the manager change, manager bounce, whatever, I just feel like it's too much on the players, man, to play this Liverpool team, though. You understand? Liverpool team that they have something to really fight for. They want to make Europe, no matter how bad. You understand? So that's why I'm personally tipping Liverpool. And I know it will be hard for them because they are depleted in the right back options. But if you see if Soboslai's going to play, I think he's going to play in that right back because without Bradley, Frimpong, and also the Endo guy that was deputizing as right back for them. You understand? So, but regardless of all this, man, talent wise, Liverpool should edge it out. So, what if they don't win that game? Anything that is short of a win that game, I think that would dent their chances of qualifying for the big boys when it comes to Europe. Like I mean, Champions League and maybe Europa League. That would pretty much dent their chances if you ask me. That's why I feel like it's a big game for Liverpool that on
That's,
Sunday.
I agree.
Hmm.
But anyway, the last game, this game is on Monday, but I guess we're going to talk about it. Everton
Manchester,
versus United. I don't know.
Manchester.
United doesn't really have. The United fans say they're also fighting for the title, so I guess important game for them to win.
I love United because you know what about if they should win a game like this, all their fans will go on tweet, league in sight. It's crazy when they do it. Nah, but
I mean, if Arsenal is playing the way they are playing right now, anybody can win this league. Nobody is out of it like that yet. So, Everton versus United. Actually, I would Man U 2-1 for that game. Only because Everton have beaten United recently, and that's a game whereby I just see Everton feeling very confident and gingered, and then coming out to show United who's boss. And somehow, United will take a few punches, but maybe counter them and end up winning the game somehow. Yeah, that's kind of how I see the game playing out. Probably 2-1 Man U.
I
I
feel
see
like
Everton coming out against United and trying to put them in their place.
I feel like
So
I
that.
feel like I feel like United fans do not like me. They won't like me after I say it, but I don't see them
Mhm.
winning that game. When it I don't see them winning at Hill Dickinson
Let me say
Stadium.
something. I definitely see a world where Everton creates more chances and probably should win the game, or somehow United might actually win it.
I don't see
Because
them
I
winning
mean, if I
that game.
remember the last time yeah, I mean, that can happen too.
And I feel like
But
I mean it's not fair, but this is the beauty of the Premier League. You have to remember history. It's not fair to talk about Amorim United when they played Everton, where they lost with a man down, if you remember vividly, where Everton had a man down in the early hours of the first half and they still won that game at Old
yeah,
Trafford. I know it was Amorim United, but still on still, history still has a way to play
hmm
its own part, you understand? And they are coming against
hmm
an overperforming Everton that sits eighth in the table. And I feel like based on the XG, they were supposed to finish 14th based on the XG, but they've overperformed this season. And well, look at the injury table for Everton. Apart from Jack Grealish and Jack O'Brien that's suspended, that's all they're missing. They have other players fit. They have
they're
Ndaye, they
missing
have
Jack Grealish.
Israel, they have that striker which I like so much. I like his work rate, Barry. You understand? They have Idrissa Gueye. They have what else again? They have the Ghana and also like they have a good team that is solid. You understand? And they're playing at their stadium again. And I just feel like this United team they've been doing very very well under Carrick. Big games they've come out on top. And like I always tell people, man, when it comes to big games, form starts is out the window. It's games like this. The one they drew against the one they drew who they drew against? Was it against that last game was against who they even drew
West
yourself?
Brom.
West Brom. No West Brom. That last Premier League game.
Yes.
West Ham, yeah, West, he said West Brom. Against West Ham. I feel like it's games like this that will actually test this United team. You understand? And one thing I know about Everton, they will not come out, they won't pack the bus, but they will play compact. They will play very compact. They have physical, energetic players. They have a good box to box midfielder and just be all who knows how to score goals. He's very techy. They have a decent midfield in Gay and Ghana, and that boy I love so much on the right wing, in Jaye, and my Chelsea boy there also,
Yeah,
uh, Tyreek, Tyreek George, even Saka. Even
George.
Saka is in Everton now. So me personally,
Hmm?
I see them losing that game. I see United losing that game. I just see them losing that game. I don't know why. I just feel like both teams will play well, but it's the, both teams will play well for me. But I just feel like Everton will just have an edge over them. Not because United is not good, not because Carrick is not doing well, but because of, first of all, the home advantage that Everton will possess, which you cannot take out of any team, anytime, any day. And because of how they've overperformed this season also, and the quality of that team, how they've been performing recently is just why I just want to give it to Everton. I know they lost their last game against Bournemouth, but they've had a decent five fixtures. If you look at it, they've drawn two, lost two.
Yeah.
I mean, they've drawn two, won two, and lost one. You understand? And United have been spot on,
I will,
but still, I will still go for Everton. I mean, obviously, the hate watching me because we're tied up in the same points has a own caveat to my prediction. But footballing
I
wise,
would
I just
like
feel like
Man U to actually.
footballing wise, I don't.
I need Man U fans to humble small. Can't lie.
They need a dent. They need a little red in that because, bro, it's all green and then that draw. I think they need a dent, man. You understand? So yeah, I mean, I feel like Everton will win I'm seeing a 2-0. Nah, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing a 2-0 win, Everton. That's a stretch, though. I'm seeing a 2-0 win.
Okay. All right. That's. I actually see the possibility of that happening. Well, I'll stick to my prediction and say 2-1 for United. That Barry guy, that Barry striker. I feel like this is the second Barry Everton is having, right?
I
They've
think
had
so too.
Gareth Barry before.
Yeah, yeah.
The DM.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anyway, I think that's probably our last fixture for
Yeah,
today
pretty
to
much.
talk about. You have anything you want to mention?
I think I want to see the mental strength of Arsenal. I want to see. We've seen them play good football. We've seen them play
Mm-hmm.
defensive football. We've seen them play football. You know, um, result-based football. We've seen them play effective football. But I just
Effective.
feel like the mental side, and if the mental is not there, like you said, we don't at this point we don't know what to say anymore. And apart from Rice's
Mm-hmm.
character, that I really really liked what I saw after that draw. The other players, I didn't like what I was seeing mentally, character wise. I want to see what Arteta would do, what
Mm-hmm.
he would tweak, tactics wise, football wise. You understand what it will change? Is it the patterns of play? Is it the build up? Is it the whatever? What will Arteta do differently that will make him, that will make the fans have a rethink or believe moving forward? I think that's just what I want to see this weekend, pretty much. That's my own take on this weekend. How about you, man?
Okay. I want to add to what you take. I love everything you said. I'll just add to that. Despite the tactics and whatnot, like I'm a believer of, like, I love tactics. I play football manager. I love all of that. But at the end of the day, these are 11 men on the pitch. It's about how
Mm-hmm.
well they do whatever I tell them to go and do.
Yeah,
How well they carry out the job. Like this, to me, I really believe crossing this line. We've been so close so many times. I think what we lack is that what you've pointed out, that mental fortitude it takes to finish the job. Probably
yeah,
because of that thing you mentioned earlier as well, that they've not won before, maybe lack of characters that have that winning experience. So they lack what they seem to lack what it takes to just cross that line, because getting so close multiple times, you're definitely good. The tactic is, even if some people can criticize tactics, it's kind of working, obviously. It's not going to not work and you'll be getting 8 something points, like almost 90 points this season. Makes no
Mhm.
sense. That means it's work. Someone tactics is working, but you need that resolve, that fortitude, that character, because you're not always going to play well. Tactics will not always work. You can meet an opponent that understands your tactics and know how to counter it, or that's almost as good as you. Now is where the characters need to step up and then take it for themselves. Like you mentioned, Rise. I like what I see from Rise, even though you would think that having someone like Rice on the field would inspire the rest, but I guess that's not working. Maybe Rice is the personality, but maybe they need the OGs in the team who they respect, who have been there longer to inspire them. I need the Gabriels to stand up, the Saka to stand up, the Odegaards to stand up, because these are probably people that most of the club look up to because they've been there for a while. So those ones need to also stand up and like inspire the rest of the team. Arteta is very, very important. He I don't like my manager looking defeated on the touchline, looking stressed, because that spreads. So he needs to lead from the front. And I know he doesn't. He's not on the pitch, but he needs to like emanate some level of confidence so the
Confidence,
boys can
yeah,
also
it
feel
needs,
confident.
yeah,
Because if he's
because I feel
looking
like
scared,
the amount of the
looking
the jittery
scared,
showing when it's on the touchline, and him being
yeah,
jittery, the frustration is showing clearly. So yeah,
yeah, and the players are also frustrated. They take that on. That's why I think it's lacking. I really believe that. I think that's lacking because if they are not good, they're not going to be where they are.
I'm gonna
So
end
they
this.
need to finish the job
I'm gonna
because
end
if
this.
not, when people say bottling, I cannot argue. I cannot argue if people say bottling now, honestly, because
I'm gonna end this real quick. I'm gonna end this real quick, man. You know, I keep telling you that listen, there's a world where Arsenal
Mhm.
will propellers this season, but I want to say this, man.
Yeah.
If
No,
If
I agree with you as well,
Arsenal
though.
if
Uh-huh.
Arsenal don't win the league, Arteta out, yes or no? Let's wrap up with that.
Oh, if
I'm not
Arsenal don't win the league, I'll take that out.
I'm not telling you to do to
Even
break
if
it
they
down.
win, or that,
Is a yes or no? Arteta out, yes or no?
if they don't win the league,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. All
But I've been saying that since the beginning. So
right.
I've been saying that at the beginning. Let me also say something straight. I heard I heard some man talking about. I said we're going to win the league every year. One thing I've always said, and I'm going to put it out there, and they can check the receipts. People that have been in the group chat with me.
Check the record.
Previous seasons, I always said we are good to win the league. I know a lot of guys, even Man U fans. Example, I'll name names like Daniel. They told me that previously the Arsenal is not winning the league because they don't have a goal scoring striker. And I always said that's a lie. All those teams we had could win the league. I personally felt what they lack is the character to cross that line and depth. Depth. That's why I thought we were lacking previously. That's why I was not even as confident as I am this season that we'll win. Previously, what I thought we lacked was depth. Our first team to me was strong enough to go toe to toe with anybody. But whenever we just missed one person. Saliba, Saka, Odegaard, Partey, everything just collapsed. But this season, that excuse is gone. That's why I'm Arteta out if we don't win. Because now they bought the so-called striker. I didn't believe that striker is what we need, Seth. I thought we just need depth. They bought the striker, they've bought more DMs, they've bought more defenders, they have more right back, they have more left back. There's nothing there. There's
They
nothing. They
have
gave him
more.
everything he wanted
They have more keeper
as a
and they have
manager.
more. They have more Chidalu.
Bro, everything. There's nothing that we can say we lack. Yes, we suffer a lot of injuries, but that's the point of the depth. You cannot be complaining about injury every season. So it's not me. I never thought it was even striker. It's depth we have, and they have it now. So they have to deliver the league. No league, Ateta gone. Shaking her. That's it.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Yeah, you
Yeah,
had
it's
it. You
not. It's
had it
not.
from
It's
the
not. It's
man
not.
himself, man.
Yeah.
It's not Ateta's junior brother. People should take it easy on him because everybody is calling on Ateta's junior brother
Yeah,
now.
bro. I think he's a very good coach, but he's a very good manager. I think he needs to cross that line to just there was a time as well. So what is this guy's name again? Sometimes you just
Fair
need to
enough.
win that your first one
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair
before you go crazy.
enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's wrap it up, man. All right, man. Soccer takes you AK.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have my money at five
All
aside.
right, man.
we should be planning like a watch along for the North London derby. Yeah. Is the
Yeah,
watch
we're
along
going to
happening?
watch that game together, and we're going to live stream. We're going to live stream it. We're going to live stream the watch along,
We'll
and
live stream
hopefully
along
becomes a more frequent thing. So
and your exclusive delicacy,
Mhm.
shawarma is coming out from the kitchen.
There's gonna be some shawarma.
Hope
Shawarma, yeah, bro.
you will
Yo,
not hope you will not poison us.
go,
Hope you
go
will not poison us if it's doing haywire.
no, bro, if you're in ATL, you should have heard of Mazi Chops, Mazi Shawarma. We used to have the best shawarma in Atlanta. We said the best shawarma in Atlanta, but right now we're
If
doing other
anything
things.
happened to
We
me
love
on
we love football more than cooking.
if anything happened to me on Sunday, you know that
Guy, no, ask around,
I
ask
man,
around, ask around, man. Hi,
I
man. Peace out.
peace out, man. Of the channels, man. Yeah. X out.
Come on. All day. Woo!